Ciao, ciao, kin, cabaret. Welcome back. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you for returning. I'm going to put the info below. It's going to talk more about information if you want to try to schedule a personal or private read. Any of that information is going to be below. You'll also find in time that I will post signs specific to zodiacs and different other things. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe, the bell notification down below so you can know when new videos are coming out. So, welcome back, my lovelies. Today, I know I'm a day late, but I feel like I still really need the message to come through, or whoever's needing the message, this is who the message is for. This is about the new moon, energetic update, the new moon that's happening, or that just happened in Leo. So, we are under the sun sign of Leo. We're having this new moon in Leo, and so this is a fiery, passionate, new start, new beginning, okay? All the projects that we've been thinking about, we needed to start, or we've been wanting to make forward movement to, this is the time, okay? New time, new energy, new passion, new direction, new, okay? If you're new here, I start off by tuning in. I do a little meditation before I start. I tune in. I do a little energetic tune in of sorts. And I do kind of like an energetic rant before I get to the cards. All right? So remember that as the cards come out, this is a general read for the new moon. And again, if you want a specific read for yourself or private or personal, I'm going to leave the information in the information box below. Okay? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Energy is fluid, so it moves and goes in any direction. So maybe something is resonating with you, maybe something is resonating with somebody that you're dealing with, or a circumstance, or something that you're dealing with. Okay? So if it resonates, great, let me know. I love receiving all the messages and comments and emails. You guys are amazing. I love hearing the stories, and other people that come to the channel and watch also like hearing it. It's a type of a clarification for people. So do share how this relates or how this resonates, okay? So new moon in Leo, okay? Leo is a fire sign, right? So fire is very passionate, okay? We're all about new starts, the sun, the brightness, this new beginning, right? And it's a great time to kind of begin anew and think about the things that we want to begin anew. Just a couple days ago, my friend and I actually did a new moon ritual, which I would suggest is a great thing to do. You know, write a list of all the things that you want to release, and go ahead and burn that, and then write a list of all the things that you want to bring in this next lunar phase, and kind of put it out as a manifesto. When we write, words are spells. That's why it's called spelling, right? We're creating spells, like not just our thoughts. Our thoughts become our words, become our actions, become what it is, right? This is a reality. And as we are moving into this new world that we're creating, it's important to have new goals, new visions, and that things change, right? To begin anew, and to always, as usual, relinquish or let go of anything that isn't serving us. It's super important. With this Leo new moon, it's a very, Leo is very passionate, very creative, kind of childlike in nature. So we may be working on healing things, past, ancestral, maybe things that happen to us when we are children, or changing these patterns or cycles. Okay, this is very typical, and now is the time where we are really taking control. We're grabbing the reins, right? The lion is representatory of the sun card and the strength card. The lion, okay? The lion is very strong, very powerful, king of the jungle. But also, I'm being told to speak up on like the female lion as well. Because there's a lot of feminine energy coming through right now, even though the Leo is very masculine. There's a lot of feminine energy coming through. So if you know anything about prides of lions or lions, whatever, the males actually sit and hang back with the kids, and the females are the ones that go out and do the hunting. They are the warriors, essentially. So they're doing it. They're actually not just nurturing and nourishing, but it's like doing the work because they're bringing it back, okay? So now is a great time for us to really figure out who we want to work with, like gather our community efforts, and like how we can be more communal in effort, okay? How we can come together more in this sense. So do that. Figure out what you want to start. If you've been thinking about starting this project or picking up a project that maybe you started before and you're not sure if you should, now is a great time to do that. We really want to put this forward motion and this forward trajectory right now, because there's a lot of crazy energy and a lot of crazy planetary stuff that's going to be happening for the rest of the year. If you thought the beginning of the year was a little bit crazy, the rest of the year is definitely has more intensity than the first half of the year. So I'll put it at that and leave it very nicely and kindly like that. Keep a positive outlook. Leo is about the sun. It's about the joy and the happiness, and what brings us our joy and our happiness, and what's really bringing that in. So make sure you're focused on self-care, what makes us happy, okay? It's super pertinent right now to not put too much energy. I was literally just talking about this to my friend. To not put too much energy in things that don't make us happy, right? It's no good, because we're in such a time of manifesto. Like, what we're putting out is what's coming back. So, as she was saying, don't get sucked back in. You know, it's like quicksand. You know, it can go like this to this real fast, and do our best to avoid that. All right. So, we're going to do one of these. And as always, I pre-shuffled my cards. I just do a little bit after I've done the energy. Thank you, universe, source, creators, spirit guides, ancestral spirits, angels, oversouls, everyone, for bringing us this amazing guidance and information, this truth, honesty, love, and compassion to help all those that are out there to receive the message. Some cards for the collective for this Leo new moon. What does the collective need to know about this Leo new moon? Okay. This card must really want to come out. It came out when I was shuffling before too, twice. So this is the third time. Thank you. Okay, guys. First card. 13, which equals a 4. This is about forward movement. All must have prizes, trying to please everyone. Okay, now is not the time to worry about pleasing everyone, right? It's really time to self-focus, almost hyper-focus on self is what I'm being told, hyper-focus. So it's like we really have to focus on what we want, because this is the momentum that we're creating, right? This is the inertia that we're creating for ourselves. So if we give too much time or too much energy or too much focus attempting to please other people, then we're not going to end up finding happiness or joy or being able to be pleased ourselves or please other people either, because it's like a, you know, when you turn two magnets backwards, this is like the visual that I'm getting. When you turn two magnets backwards, and instead of snapping together, they kind of like, that's basically the visual that I'm being shown, right? So just a slight change can create a deflection instead of a coming together. 23, which would be a 5. So we're all mad here. Everyone is a little bit different, okay? It's okay to have extreme or crazy ideas. If people do not agree or people are not on board, it's cool. Those aren't the people that you're meant to be working with, and you don't have to run everything by other people and check everything through other people. If it feels right, if it feels good, do it, right? And you really have to tune in to this energy of what is feeling good. Like, this is our intuition. Like, what brings us the happiness? What brings us the joy? And if people are not on board, you know, then they're overboard. Like, they're not helping, okay? So, you know, everyone's a little mad here. Everyone's a little bit different. Everyone's crazy in their own right. And don't worry if what you think this new venture is or whatever you're supposed to be doing, if people think it's crazy or it's not crazy or whatever, you know, if they're not on board, they're overboard. Throw them overboard. Not physically, unless you're in the water, then maybe go for a swim. 45, which would be a 9. Such a curious dream. Grounding, returning to reality, coming home. Okay? What is the reality that we're wanting to create? Okay? What are we grounding out on? 9 is about completion of cycles. Okay? What have we had enough of? What are we coming back to? What are the things that we may have wanted to start, or we've had this idea, or we've been wanting to do it, but not the right people or the right situations coming along, okay? Put energy back into that, because I'm being told that it's not just a dream, okay? It can be the reality, but you have to feed your dream and not let other people kill your dream. And sometimes it's really good to not, I just keep getting this, like, you know, people are either on board or they're overboard. You know, don't run it by everybody. Don't make sure if it's, you know, good for everybody, if they're going to like it, if they agree with it, if they think it's a good idea. Because you know what? Everyone's got an opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. Not everybody wants to hear from it or about it. Yeah? Remember that. Be very focused on what you need, okay? We have the Swan, 12, which is a 3, okay? Transformation, trusting the psychic gifts. So trust your intuition. Trust that things are changing. Trust that you can be bringing things into this other level, right? And this is going to be, you're going to know who you want to work with and who you're not wanting to work with. That's what I'm being told. The 3 is not about, in this case, the Swan and trusting, it's not about a third party, but it's about two people or a partnership or something coming together to create something else, right? 1 and 1 equal 3, because when you come together, it shouldn't be two halves to make one whole. It should be two wholes, and together they make a third entity. That's what I'm getting from the Swan, okay? We have forgiveness, which is a 13, which would be a 4. So forward movement comes for forgiveness. Whether this is forgiveness to self, okay, or somebody else. I'm really getting more of a vibe of forgiveness to self. Forgiving ourselves for maybe putting up with things that we shouldn't have, maybe a specific type of people, situations, relationships, anything like that. We need to forgive ourselves for what we are and be able to move forward from it, okay? Because if we're not moving forward, you know, the forgiveness being forward movement, then we're staying stagnant, Okay, and now is the time for forge ahead, like full power, full strength, full passion into something. And if you're not feeling passionate about it, like move on from it to something that you are. The Bard, music, poetry, myth, history, enchantment, and storytelling. Okay, yeah, now is a great time. Leo is a great time for, they're very creative, a lot of art, a lot of music, a lot of new projects, a lot of new ideas that are coming through. Okay, so if you've been thinking about, I'm getting told, telling a story, writing a book, this may be a message for somebody. Poetry, doing something that you've been thinking about doing that you haven't really done, or you don't know if you should, or maybe you're having a little bit of fright towards it. Now you're gonna have the fire under your ass. Okay, we're in this Leo. You're gonna have fire under your ass to be able to actually be like, yeah, I want to do this, or I want to share this, or I'm not afraid to. And so that's what's going on there. Okay, and we have death, which is a 10. So it's ending the cycle of fear. Of fear because of maybe something that's happened in the past, some history. I'm getting with past partners, business partners, lovers, situations. Like, you really have to let go of that. And if you're not letting go of it, like, put it in a story, make it a poem, make it into some type of art, you know. But to always consistently be talking about it, you're manifesting it back into your space. And that's exactly what we want to move away from. That's exactly what we're trying to move away from right now. So let's stop trying and start doing. Okay, death. It's time for that to end. 10. That is a completion of a cycle. Okay, time for it to wash away. Like the tide comes up, washes everything away, and goes back out. Okay, now we're going back out. We're starting something new. We're ready to tackle it, full force, head on, and just take it in. Let me get some clarifications here. Clarifications for... Okay, for some of you, there is going to be some type of communication. There is going to be some type of message that's coming through. There has been, we have the moon. So something is being illuminated, okay? This could also be the new moon. It's time to start fresh because other stuff has happened, right? We have the moon and the Queen of Cups. So the moon is about, it can be something that is like secretive, something that is hidden. When it's a full moon, normally it's something that's being brought to light because it's shining brightly. When it's a new moon, it's a black moon. So essentially it's a completely... it's a completely different thing, right? It's like more secrets, more illusionary things that are maybe being hidden, okay? And there's something that has been hidden, or some secret of somebody's feelings, somebody's emotional states, how somebody feels about somebody. There is a message that's coming through. Somebody is going to receive, this is for somebody is going to receive some type of message. You're going to receive it, okay? And the message can be in many different ways. It could be a text, it could be a hello, it could be an email, it could be, you know, somebody. There's something that's coming through, okay? This isn't, remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And this has been a really long time coming. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Six of Wands. This has been a really long time coming, okay? The Knight of Pentacles, Knights come and they rush in. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but he is slow and steady, okay? Slow and steady wins the race. He's like the steadfast knight, okay? Someone is coming, a message is coming, and something is coming. Someone is bringing something in, some type of an offering. Somebody could be coming to you. We have the Six of Swords, or you could be going somewhere, okay? And I think there's going to be victory in this, okay? The Six of Swords is basically, this is journey by water. This is making movement to another land, to another place. Some of you could be moving. You could be thinking about moving. You could have an offer to move somewhere. You could be going somewhere. There will be a victorious outcome in this. And whether this is somebody offering this to you, or whether you're wondering if it's something you should be doing, I would say yes. I would say the outcome is victorious. Yeah, there is a new path. Two of Wands. There's a new path that awaits. Okay? There's a new path that awaits. Oh. Messages for the collective. New moon in Leo. Thank you. Give us clarification about the swan. So there's something new that's coming in. This could be a new offering of love. This could be a new start that's going to be emotionally fulfilling. Okay? The Ace of Cups. Cups is souls or emotion, right? The Ace is like a new start. Aces are always something new, a new start. So trust in your psychic gifts. Trust in the transformation. Trust in the fact that people have the ability to transform, and that something new can come out of something old sometimes. Okay? Now don't hang on to shit that isn't healthy for you, but definitely. Clarification. Clarification. Okay. For forgiveness, okay? Whether this is having to do with you or somebody else. I'm getting a couple energies here. Forgive yourself to move forward, because there is a nice celebration ahead. There is a new offering of love, and somebody that has been working on manifesting this for a while, okay? This is the message for one group. Message for another group is forgiving yourself or somebody else because there was a third-party situation, all right? And it doesn't always have to mean that there's another person. Sometimes it can mean there's a substance, a habit. This could be addiction, drugs, alcohol, gambling, another person. This could be work. Somebody could be addicted to doing this, okay? Forgive, because there is a new offering. There is a new offering, and this is a new offering of love. I mean, we have the Ace of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Page of Cups, okay? And whether this brings in a new physical love for you, or you're finally finding what you love, is what I'm being told. You're finally finding what you love, and you're finally you're figuring out what's bringing you your happiness, okay? What is completing you, like on an emotional level. Yeah, Ten of Cups. This is happy outcome, happy family, happy everything. Full emotional contentment and fulfillment, okay? Yeah, forgiveness, okay? If you talk about shit that happens in the past at all, and it's not constructive, you're not forgiving it. You haven't forgiven it. Clarification on the Bard. Clarification. Wow, guys. Wow. Okay. Clarification on the Bard. So this is music, poetry, myth, history, enchantment of storytelling. This is like, what is it that we want to share? What is our creative outlet? How are we putting it out there? Whether it's poetry, music, writing, dancing, whatever it is, right? Whatever it is. What is our soul's gift that we have to offer and share with the rest of the world, okay? This is something that brings us joy. This is something that makes us feel happiness and contentment. The Sun. This is our full freedom, our full emotional joy. World. Completion. This is something that completes us. This is something that makes us feel complete, like we've completed it. Like this is what I have to be doing, right? The Empress. This is goddess energy. This is birthing a new idea. A new idea. This could be new baby, new concept, new. We're literally creating something new, right? So, beautiful, okay? This is where the creativity has to come in. This is especially this time of year during Leo. It's, yeah. It's what's going to bring us full emotional contentment. Okay, the King of Cups. It's what's going to bring us this stable, sturdy, emotional thing. Clarification on death. Clarification on death, please. Clarification on death for the collective. Clarification. Okay, and clarification. Wow, interesting, guys. So for death, wow, interesting. We have the Lovers, card of Gemini. We have the Nine of Swords, and we have the Page of Swords. So what do we have to put an end to? We have to put an end to how we love, okay? An ending is coming to how we love, and not just how we love. This is sleepless nights. This is something that's been keeping us up. So if we think that, oh, we can love, we have the ability to love, we're being loving, we're being forgiving, we're being open, this is definitely saying that we're not. And we're still being juvenile in the way that we're actually using our words, okay? Because our words and our actions are not in alignment, okay? That's basically what the Page of Swords is saying here with the Nine of Swords. And so a lot of you may not still be forgiving something that's happened with lovers in the past, with past situations. And lovers doesn't necessarily mean just like your intimate lover. You know, this is how you love yourself, how you give love to other people. This could be partnerships, okay? You're literally, as much as you're saying you're loving, you're not. It's not, okay? Sleepless nights and short, curt words and actions are not. This is what you have to put an end to. You have to put an end to being right, having the last word, saying that, you know, you're right and someone else is wrong. You have to put an end to that because it's literally going to drive you fucking nuts. If it hasn't already been, that's what there has to be an end to. Death, okay? It's time to let that go. And if you really want to let it go, don't fucking talk about it anymore. Let it go. I'm just being told, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Okay? It's time to move forward from that. The Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune, okay? This is fucking intense, okay? So, card of Cancer. Forward movement. We're getting in the Chariot. We're going. We're moving away from this. If you want to hop on that ride and go on this new journey, you have to stop fucking saying that what you're saying is right. Okay? Stop. Stop. It's just what it keeps popping. Just stop. Stop. Like, I'm seeing so many stop signs. Like, you're driving yourself crazy about it. Forward movement. We want to get in this Chariot. We want to move forward. We want to tip the scales of fate. We want our fortune to change. We want the way things are to change. And if we are, he who dwells in the past surely has no future, okay? If we keep talking about things that happened prior in the past, we are not moving forward. We're still stuck on that, okay? It doesn't matter. Like what this is saying, Page of Swords. Okay, stop being childish about it. It doesn't matter who's fucking right or wrong. It's over. It's done. It's done. Death. It's ended. The cycle is completed. It's done. Okay? So you have the choice. You have the choice which way you're hopping in the Chariot and going. Okay? Are you tipping the scales of fate in your direction or not in your direction? It's really 100% up to you. Our words, our thoughts, our intentions are all coming through, and we need to focus. Okay, these cards wanted to come out and talk. We need to really stay focused, and we really need to stay in tune with our intuition. And anything and anybody who isn't in alignment and who isn't serving both of our focus and our forward movement and what our intuition is telling us, it's time for them to go. It's time for it to go. It's time to get rid of it. Take it out. Take it out like the garbage or the trash. Get rid of it. I'm going to ask for one of these from this beautiful Earth Warriors Oracle deck. Okay. Thank you. Anything we need to know? Wow, interesting. This came out when I was shuffling too. Thank you. All right. 23, which is 5, indefinite change. Abulia medicine, remedy of the grandmothers. Again, it is time to work through this. Ask, you know, if you sit, if you meditate, if you do any of this, ask, even when I was doing my gratitude and bringing on the who's giving us information, ask to connect into ancestral spirit. Ask for the help of your spirit guides, but for your ancestors, okay? Because there is something that's changing right now. There is something that's being healed through this ancestral spirit. This kept coming up in my Light Warriors deck too. Second card, Aloka, Spirit of the Warrior. And this is a 7, okay? So by doing the work, by moving forward, we're actually bringing on this healing, this energy. We're actually leveling up, okay? That's what we need to be doing. And the last card, 14, which is a 5. Again, change, indefinite change. Plan of the Wolf Heart. And this one kept coming out too. We are the ones that we have been waiting for. What are we manifesting? What is this new world look like? If you've tuned in to me before, you've heard me say this a million times. Okay? Television. Turn off the television and tell your vision of the future. Because if you write it down, if you tell other people what you want, you're going to find who the people are that have the same type of visions or ideals. And that's how we create this vision for the future. That's how we make the future into the present, into the reality. Okay? The past is history. The future is a mystery. And today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. So remember to treat it as such. I want to leave you on those beautiful, beautiful thoughts and say thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being willing to start anew and be ready for a new cycle, okay? If we want a different result or outcome, we have to do things differently, okay? And sometimes that means we're not having the same friends. We're not doing the same things. We're changing the pattern. We're changing the structuring, okay? If it hasn't been working, it's not going to start working now. Fresh, new, okay? And if you're not willing to let go of it, let go of everything that fucking happened and allow for it to represent itself as new, okay? This Ace of Cups, this Page of Cups. Forgive. Forgive everybody, okay? Forgive yourself. Forgive everybody that's ever fucked you over in any sort of manner. Forgive them and let it go. That will set you free. The truth will set you free. Okay, guys, as always, I appreciate your likes, comments, subscribe, share if you think somebody else needs to hear this. And I'll put all the information below of how, if you'd like to schedule a personal or private read, any of that information. And stay tuned. I will be doing the monthly zodiacs soon.